And we are live, guys. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of High on Potcoin TV, episode number 3. My name is Bobby Goodin from highonpotcoin.info, as you're probably all aware, and I'm better known online as Ironhammer5. I'm sure you've all seen me around by now. We've got some cool stuff lined up for you today. We've got the guys from CheckoutCrypto waiting behind the scenes here, ready to talk to you. But before we start, I just wanted to apologise for the slight delay before we started. We had a bit of an issue with Skype at first, so now we're using Google Hangouts. It seems that different Skype versions don't want to match up, and the other guys using Linux and I'm on Windows, and we couldn't quite get it to work, so there was a bit of a delay. And then we started using Hangouts, and my computer decided that it didn't like it for some reason, and it was lagging on the stream and everything. So we seem to all be good now. It looks like everyone in the chat room is happy. So allow me to introduce you to our guests. First of all, let's have Dreamcode, who I'm sure you've seen around. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up, Ironhammer? Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. Glad to have you on. And we also have dbsnurr, and I asked him how to pronounce his name before we spoke, before we started the stream, and he said he didn't know because he's never actually said it out loud before, and neither had I, obviously. So dbsnurr it is. I hope that works for you, man. How are you doing?
Yeah, works fine. I was actually really surprised to hear you pronounce it on the last episode.
Maybe I had said it before out loud then.
Yeah, so you're a pioneer in pronouncing my name. I have never tried it.
Awesome. I'm the creator.
Yeah, I'm good.
I love it, man. So we've got some cool stuff from these guys. They're going to show us some stuff from CheckoutCrypto, which they're working on. I'm sure you've seen what they're doing over their payment processing system. It's going to be accepting Potcoin. Are you guys still in beta at the moment, or are you out now?
Beta.
Still beta.
No, still beta, yeah.
Cool, guys. So before we move into that, we're going to go over some of the recent events in Potcoin, as we always do on this show. And these guys can jump in at any moment and join in the conversation. So we're going to start off when I can bring the notes up that I made earlier, because I also decided to unplug my computer earlier when I was about to start the stream, because it's all been going great for me tonight, guys. But allow me to start off with saying this episode is officially sponsored by the Potcoin subreddit on r/Potcoin, which is absolutely awesome. Earlier in the week, I decided that I was going to start looking for a new sponsor. We had a sponsor before, and some of you might have seen it. It was the BetPot website and things like that. And there was a little bit of stuff going on, and the guy seems to have disappeared now. I haven't seen him for a while, so I don't know what happened. So I took it all down when there seemed to be a couple of issues. So I was going to look out for a new sponsor, and I was going to start approaching like a few of the places that are accepting Potcoin, like some of the stores and stuff. And then I thought, hang on a minute, the most supportive guys that I've had in this whole venture so far is the guys from the Reddit community. So I figured, why not put it out there? I set it at $50. It was about, for a month's sponsorship, it was like 11,000 odd Potcoin. And I was like, let's see what happens. And within 2 hours, the awesome community had raised the full amount, plus a little bit extra. So that was absolutely amazing. So there's sponsorship banner up on the website now. All the videos are going to be sponsored by the Reddit subreddit, the Potcoin subreddit. And I have to thank a few people from the thread who left some donations, because I promised in the very first video that I made after that I would thank you guys. So I'm going to take a moment to put it up. What did you guys think of the whole sponsorship thing? I'm guessing you thought it was a good idea, because I see a couple. I know dbsnurr sent some Potcoin over.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's kind of a natural move, seeing as we're so community-based as a coin. I mean, Potcoin is. And it makes sense for the Reddit communities to support the news outlets. So I'm not really surprised, and I know there are a lot of people that enjoy what you're doing. So yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. I was very pleased with how it went. I thought it was going to take a lot longer to get this stuff up and running and get everybody up to that limit, but it happened straight away. So I said I was going to thank the top 3 people, but everyone was so generous and it happened so fast that I'm going to thank everybody who donated here. So we had Parahexis, I guess that's how you say it. I think he was almost the top one, second place with 4,000 Potcoins that he sent, which was awesome. Deemington sent over a couple of thousand. Then we had Funk Trust, who I think is the highest one. He's the guy behind Potcoin to USD.com. He sent 5,000 Potcoins. And then we had dbsnurr, I think, made up the end there. And I think that was everybody, I believe. Oh, and KSEC23, sorry, buddy. You also sent some in as well as I'm looking down the list. And Hindsight DJ. So yeah, thanks to everybody there. That was awesome of you guys. So in a month's time, if you guys think it's worth it to keep supporting what I'm doing here, then we're going to run another one. And maybe we'll up the ante a little bit, maybe make it a little bit more. It seems way too easy for you all. Like 2 hours, I mean, that's nothing. I wonder what we could do in 4 hours. Let's see what happens next month. But yeah, that was all cool. So thanks to everybody for that. So the next piece of news that we had recently was the announcement of the halving schedule. And that was announced. Seemed a fairly decent halving schedule. Would you guys agree with the dates that and the block numbers they set? They seemed pretty good. It was happening pretty soon. What are your thoughts on that stuff? Either of you?
It caught me off guard. I didn't see the schedule. I didn't know that was happening until I started seeing half the amount of pot coming in. Checked the announcements, and the halving happened. So, what do you know? That's how much I knew about it.
Yeah, so it got announced for the 1st of June, I believe, was going to be the original date. And then we heard from Smokemon saying that it was going to be delayed after that. They were looking into the issues because we had a few, I don't know if it was an attack or whether it was just a mass influx of hash rate from like a multipool or something, but it was causing a few problems with the blockchain from what I could see this end. And they were apparently looking into some different things that they could do. So rather than releasing an update now with all the halving and stuff, they are going to wait a little while and see what they can do rather than release 2 updates, one after another. They're going to try and bundle it all into one, so it might take a little while longer for that to happen. Then after that, we had the Potcoin interview on CCTV America. And I apologize for the videos jumping around between different people while I'm talking. I'm not used to this Google Hangout stuff, so it's working a little bit differently to how I normally have it with everybody on the screen at the same time, so bear with me on that one, guys. We had a Potcoin interview on CCTV America. I'm guessing both of you guys caught that?
Yes.
What did you think?
That was really cool.
It was pretty cool. It was like really professionally done and very well edited, and it showed like the ATMs in action and all that kind of stuff. It was pretty cool. It's a shame we got lumped in with Dopecoin again, I guess, but that's what happens, it seems.
Yeah.
But still, I think Nick or Smokemon handled this interview really nicely. I've never seen him so professional as I've seen him in this interview, and I think this is going to be really positive for the Potcoin community.
Yeah, I agree, man. It was definitely. I think when you get somebody in there in front of you with the cameras and the lights on and everything, it probably is a bit of a different environment to jumping on a Skype call or something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it probably does change things quite a bit. So yeah, I thought it was a really cool video, and
absolutely.
It was nice to see it out there, and hopefully a lot of new people have seen Potcoin because of it. So that was awesome. Next piece of news came out today is that King Donk is launching cryptoshoppers.com, and he's going to be selling Potcoin t-shirts. They look awesome. I guess everybody wants one. Who wouldn't?
That's cool. I did not. Is that on Reddit or something?
Yeah, he posted it on Reddit just a few hours ago, I believe. There's a picture of the t-shirt on there. It's just a black t-shirt with a big Potcoin on. They're thinking of doing a few different other designs at the same time. They're taking suggestions, I guess, from the community, as we do. And they look really cool. So go and show your interest, because I'm guessing they're going to make a run of them rather than printing them off as they're ordered. So
Did well for the dog community, that's for sure. They funded Josh Wise, or they're working to fund Josh Wise with 500,000 dog T-shirts. If you buy a dog coin T-shirt right now.
Yeah, I think they did it. I think they sold enough.
Already bought some?
Oh no,
Yeah.
I think they pre-ordered. They did pre-orders first, didn't they? And then they were moving on to actual sales, I think. So yeah, I think they're like most of the way there, like more than halfway there, I believe, so far. But yeah, it goes to show what can be done with a few T-shirts, man.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So like I say, if you guys are interested in a Potcoin T-shirt from them, then just go and just let them know that that you want one, then, you know, and that you're interested. Because before somebody goes off printing a load of T-shirts, it's kind of hard to do if you're not certain that people are gonna buy them. You know, it's a pretty tough thing to do. So just let them know, and head on over to Reddit and give them a shout. And I want one that says Ironhammer 5 underneath the Potcoin, if that's at all possible. Let's make that happen, yeah? I want a custom one. Sort me out. And I'll wear it on every episode that I ever do of this show. Yeah, that's a fair deal. Gotta be right. Yeah, and then we had the Snoop Dogg stuff happening. It was a bit of a disappointment. Yeah, I'll let you share your thoughts on that, man. You seem to have an opinion.
Yeah, I got involved like when Potcoin was 2-3 weeks old, and we were all so hyped about this Snoop thing, and we really wanted a shout out to Potcoin, but instead Nick got the shout out. And while we do understand their angle, I don't know. Still, we've been waiting, what, 2 months or something, and this is what we get. I don't know, disappointed.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shame, man. It would have been nice to at least hear Potcoin, at least have it mentioned or something. And as I commented in the Reddit thread, like, if they couldn't like mention a product as they were calling it, a product or anything like that, they could have at least just thanked the actual community, because it was a community effort. It wasn't one person, so that was cool.
Yeah.
But we raised money for a good cause at the end of the day, so I guess that's the most important thing to come out of it all. There's nothing taken away from that, from the fact we didn't get our video exactly how we wanted it. So there's a bunch of prizes that have been sent out to the Potcoin team. They've posted some pictures up on the Facebook page, and they're taking nominations for people in the community to send them out to. So if you haven't done that yet, then get over onto Reddit and drop a name in there who you think deserves it. I think all of us have been mentioned in there, so who knows what might happen. I want some like signed Snoop Dogg stuff, man. That'd be awesome.
Dude, those slippers look so
I
nice.
think just about everybody in the community wants it for that.
Yeah, who doesn't, man? Who wouldn't want Snoop stuff, especially signed stuff? I'd love this signed copy of Reincarnated. That would be awesome, because I love that album. It's great. I'm not much into rap, so don't really listen to Snoop much, but once he released the album, I was like, yes, Snoop, reggae, it's all good. And the documentary that went along with it was awesome too. So yeah, that happened, and it was a bit of a disappointment. The final thing that I wanted to mention on here is just to try and gauge a bit of a response to see what happens, and that is that the Potcoin, official Potcoin faucet has gone down, it's disappeared. Apparently it's been down for a few weeks. I hadn't noticed. I was made aware of it today. Somebody posted it on Reddit, and apparently the guy behind it was looking for some donations to help run it, because he was struggling to help run it, and apparently it never happened, and that's why it ended up going down. So I guess that both of you guys would agree that having a functioning faucet is pretty important for a coin, especially with new people. Like, it's often the very first way they get pot coins, and it's very simple, and it's a great way to show somebody how a wallet works. If you're like, they install their first wallet and you're like, you want some pot coins, just put your wallet address into there and they get to understand how an address works and that kind of stuff. So I think it's a very important thing to have. And I think that as a community, we need to get together and try and sort something out to get it either back up or running, or get a new one up and running. So get in touch with me if there's anybody out there who can perhaps help get that done, and maybe I can help publicize it through the show and through the website and stuff like that, to try and get some donations towards it, because I know it's not easy to keep paying out of your pocket for all these things, and I understand. Same with me for raising sponsorships with High and Potcoin, you know. So if there's anybody out there, get in touch, and hopefully we can get something up and running once again. And as the last thing I had on my list, was there anything else at all that's happened of late within Potcoin that you guys would like to talk about at all before we move on to speaking specifically about CheckoutCrypto?
I'm personally interested in the ATM smoke model and others were working on. Pardon me. The fact they already have it deployed, I'd love to see that in action myself. Just that short little interview, as DBS described, was a really good teaser, and perhaps other businesses might be interested in similar technology.
Yeah, totally, man. I think the video from the interview was when they had it at a they had it at the condo that they had in Denver. I think it was filmed there. It's not actually deployed into the dispensary yet, so we're still waiting for that. Apparently on Tuesday, according to Red Rhino, the guy in Denver and the guys from Cash to BTC who made the ATMs are apparently going to the River Rock dispensary on Tuesday, and I'm assuming, although it hasn't been announced, that if the Cash to BTC guys are going down there, it's probably going to be the time when they're installing it into the dispensary, so stay tuned on that. So that was awesome. And then I guess I'll just mention my post that I made because it caused a little bit of concern in the community. I made a post that I had a few concerns about the way things have been going on. More than anything, it was about communication between the Potcoin team and us, and they did post a letter kind of addressing some of my points and a few other things that people had raised concerns about. So hopefully they take everything on board, and I just want to say here while I'm here that it wasn't anything personal, or it wasn't anything against the community or anything like that. You know, there was a few concerns, and I just felt like in my position that it was kind of up to me to kind of voice what I knew quite a few people were thinking at the time. It wasn't just me. I know a lot of people were kind of feeling the same way at that time. So I voiced it, and hopefully that means it gets resolved. You know, if we keep quiet when there's like a concern, then everyone thinks everything's going fine, and there might be a small issue or whatever. So hopefully, you know, don't worry guys, I'm still here obviously. Look at me. You can see me now on video. Don't be too concerned. Everything's going to be okay. And I guess that's about it for our new stuff. So let's move into speaking to you guys about what you guys are doing with CheckoutCrypto. And it's really awesome. It's going to be great to have another payment processor. Obviously, we've already had coin payments start accepting us. We had you around first in beta, and I know the stuff that you're doing is slightly different to what they're doing and stuff. So just for the people out there, either of you guys, could you just explain exactly what CheckoutCrypto is and what you plan for it to be in the future as you move on into a full release?
Yeah, we're a payment solution. We provide the software that we've been working on for months for free, available via our API. We do charge for fees and etc. You're welcome to use our software, but if you continue using it, we charge a fee for it. Businesses can leverage our software in order to utilize cryptocurrencies like DOG and Potcoin. We've provided an online system for easy use and accessibility for any merchant or business or service who wants to utilize cryptocurrencies for their business.
Good stuff, man. And so how did the idea first come about? I'm assuming that it was Potcoin related, because I know you guys were heavily involved in Potcoin. Was it basically Potcoin that got it started?
Well, not got it started, but it is where we found each other. And I think there was some day in March that Dreamcode first contacted me and said that, hey, I've seen your projects and I've been working on this idea, and I want to hear if you're interested in working on it. And so we started talking and felt like, yeah, we want to give normal people a way to get into crypto. And we looked around and saw that, hey, we don't have any payment options for Potcoin, so can we do something about it? And I guess that was the idea that inspired CheckoutCrypto. So yeah.
And then the hard work began, right?
Yeah. So
how did it go from that point? Like when you started, you just started bashing out the code, or like how long did it take you to reach that beta when you announced it? I'm assuming there was quite a lot of work. I know I was speaking to dbsnurr a lot during that time, and he was like, I need sleep, man, I haven't stopped, I'm just constantly doing stuff, you know.
Yeah,
quite a
a
job,
number of times I took DBS away from other events to work on this project. We we had to lay it out. We had to set goals. We had to set. It's difficult to describe the amount of work that goes into 2 months on a project that just came out of the blue. We saw a need for it, as DBS described. I contacted him, and we began working step by step by step. It was just one problem after another where we would solve it and move on. And we each took different roles, and that's how we were able to accomplish that. We each knew our responsibilities in the project, and that's what happens.
Yeah, and it was really beneficial for us to find each other, seeing as Dreamcode had a lot of experience with C++ and lower level languages, which I did not have. I am more of a web programmer, and I do have some sysadmin knowledge. So we kind of complemented each other on that point.
That's great, man. And like you say, it was Potcoin that brought you guys together when you kind of found each other there. And I know it's not the only project that's come out of the Potcoin community, because I know there's me and a few buddies who have started up the CoinJoint website, which some of you might have seen that I've been running, where we're covering a whole bunch of different cryptocurrencies. Pretty much any news that we find interesting, we're posting up there, and we're doing a few interviews and articles and that kind of stuff. And once again, it all came because we started chatting to each other from the Potcoin community. So it's awesome to see it bringing people together like that, and I hope it continues to do the same, and I hope we can get far more projects happening. Where are you with the project right now? You're obviously in beta. Are you far off a full release? Have you got guys who are planning to use it yet, or have you got that far at all?
We're getting contacted every day about people interested in our project. Sorry, I lost the stream. I'm not seeing you right now.
Seems okay here. It might have just been a bit of lag.
Oh, there we go. You're back. Okay. Number of companies have contacted us. Number of individuals have contacted us. We're pursuing other ideas with our software that we can go to other platforms. We can deploy to almost anywhere, anybody, at any time in very short amount of time. And so people are very interested in that. As for the reason why we're still in beta, there are problems that we encounter every day. We're a small team. It's very realistic to say that we can't in a short amount of time produce a finished product. So we are ensuring our product is finished before we release it without the beta tag. So people are aware when they look at our software that we are a small team and that we are doing our best to get it completed as soon as we can, but we won't release it without the beta tag until we're satisfied that all the bugs we can find are done.
Awesome, man. That's the best way to do it, from as far as I can tell. You know, make it right the first time, and then you haven't got any concerns, you know. So there's also the API that I've seen you posting about and stuff like that, and can you explain to people about that and how it allows people to implement that into different websites and stuff like that? Because you have a Joomla plugin, or is it Drupal plugin? Sorry, I've made that mistake before. It's Drupal, right?
Yeah, Drupal right now. And about the API, that is, we have on our website, you can read the documentation for the API, and it's really all our clients will be using the API, and we are publishing developer instructions for how you as a company or interested person could utilize our API without the client by integrating it into your service and such stuff. Do you think we could show that now, maybe?
Yeah, we constructed a developer, almost a developer kit, you could call it. It's a developer API client. You can utilize that on any platform. We've demonstrated how you could call our API for individual things and do it from any platform you'd like. We've also implemented 2 completed platforms already, OpenCart and Drupal. And we'd like to demonstrate both. should a DBS do? Would you like to do the screen share?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, have you got the just the normal demo that you could just show people how it works in general as when you make a payment? Would you be able to show that first, just kind of so people can see how it all works? Is that possible?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I do it here. I have it set up too. It's like.
The problem being is that the computer that I wanted to do the screen share on, the Potcoin wallet isn't synced. So we could.
Yeah, if you just showed it up to the part where you make a payment, I guess that would.
I got this. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
All right, so we'll demonstrate Drupal for now. First.
Nice. We've got you up on the screen so everyone can see. Hopefully everyone can read that. I hope the resolution's okay for everybody.
Can you only see one monitor? Yeah, you can only see one monitor. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I hit add to cart. This is just a donation. This is just an example. It's a basic template. We hit checkout. We add an email. We hit review. So this would be a product regularly that you would purchase. You'd go to the checkout, proceed to payment. Now we can pick dog or pot, whatever cryptocurrency you prefer. Go with pot. And we get a rate, and then it refreshes and gives us a address. Now in the Potcoin wallet itself, we can pay to that amount, or pay to that address rather, and that amount. Oops.
Yeah, it's never fun typing passwords when you're live on the stream.
No, not. Okay, so we'll leave that there for now. That has to confirm. That'll take, I don't know, 30 or 40 seconds. We'll go back when that's done. We can demonstrate open cart. And here we go. I've put up my Atari for sale if anybody in the community is interested.
Oh man, a 2600. I used to have one of those.
Yep.
And it
So you
switches
can have another
nicely
one for
between the two currencies.
Anyways, there's my Atari. We add it to cart. We go to the checkout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, this should be your customer info.
Information.
So it's just like anybody, any other real, like you're buying something from Amazon really at the end of the day, but the payment is different.
Yeah.
You enter in all your details.
So we're at the checkout now. We hit continue. We get the final price in pot, the subtotal, the shipping rate, everything. We pay with CheckoutCrypto, and there we go. Pick your currency, Potcoin. Same thing.
Awesome stuff.
So we pay 58922 5598. I don't have that much. So, you get the idea, though. That would confirm. You have 15 minutes to confirm that one, and this wallet will disappear in an hour. So if any payments come in afterwards, it's gone. It would still go to your balance, though, as the user.
And
now,
for somebody who's using OpenCart already like that, they can easily implement that alongside like US dollar payments and stuff like that as well. Is that right?
Yeah.
Correct. At the top here, you can see the dollar payments. So you can put that in US dollars, and do
And
it
then you
again.
could just
and
pay
it
with a
tells
credit
you
card or something as well.
Yes. You could
Awesome.
easily implement other payment options as well. If you go back to check out the Drupal one here, you can see that the payment confirmed, and I was sent an email telling me about the confirm. If we go and check the balance, we can see a pending balance here for that address.
So that
For
is
the
from
amount that I
the
deposited.
retailers side of things, what you're looking at now, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this is our back end. This is our website, and merchants would come to CheckoutCrypto to see to double check their balances and to withdraw. We have a list of their transactions in their wallets, so I can go to wallets here, and I can see right here. There's the wallet pending, and there's the wallet I sent it to, and it has one confirm. So it's very useful in that sense. I can do that. Now, if you want to see how to set this up, you really just set an API key. Oh shit! I've just given mine away.
Luckily, I think the pixelation might have saved you there.
Well, hopefully. So, anyways, don't give away your API key. TBS will go change that in a second. Here are the different coins that we list. Right now, we're only listing 2 coins until we're confident that every bug has been solved. And we are considering other coins, of course.
Do you have a plan for how you will decide upon which coins to add? Will it be a voting system, or have you thought about that?
That's a good question. We haven't decided yet.
Well, we have talked about it, but we would like to see. The reason we went with Potcoin in the beginning is because of the great community support, and we really want to see coins that try to add something new, that try to bring new products and new services to cryptocurrencies. So those are the kinds of coins we're looking for. And if you want to nominate a coin, feel free to contact us. We have the contact form on our website, or you could email to info@checkoutcrypto.com, and we'll get back to you.
And I mean, I guess if anybody wants to start making use of your service as well, they can just get in touch. I mean, you guys are pretty easy to get hold of, right?
Yeah.
DBS, sorry, what's the URL for the sample? He just put it up yesterday, so that's
Oh, 1 minute. dev_demo. We got it in IRC as well.
Alright, there we are. So this is our developer kit. We're giving this away for free. This source code will be available on our repository that we'll be posting shortly. You can test out 4 different API calls here, and you can check out our documentation. This is an experimental client. You can have fun with it. You can take this and utilize it on any platform you'd like. So let's do a get new address example.
I changed the API key if you're using your own. Nope.
All right.
Fine.
No, thank you. See, this is why having a good system admin is really useful. So get new address shows a QR and generated an address. We can check get received by any address, and it'll give us a balance. We can check the balance of this particular client, and we can check the coins we've enabled and their prices, and for some reason the link has changed.
Yeah.
Oh, because it might be relative.
Yeah, sorry. The Potcoin image and Dogecoin should be showing there.
Anyways, so the rates for each coin are displayed as well as the coin images originally. The documentation, we've listed each of our calls, the returns, description, everything. So if anybody wants to put this on Joomla or another platform that we haven't touched yet, we're getting there. We're trying to do as many as we can.
By using that, I guess people can implement it into almost any website, right?
Yeah.
Yes. With this code, they could implement it anywhere.
That's awesome to see, man. So often there's things that are locked down to certain platforms and stuff, and it's great to see that you guys are making it all open so that people can use it for whatever they want to use it for, you know?
We really want to emphasize that all our clients are available in the source code. So if you are a developer and want to look at some more complete examples, then totally check out our clients, because you can just read the source code and see how we develop them.
Definitely.
Nice one. So was there anything else that you guys, I know you obviously had that prepared to show, was there anything else that you wanted to show us?
We could do a withdrawal or show our auto payments if you like.
Yeah.
Demonstrating the fact that any company could easily set up our platform on their website and utilize cryptocurrencies. We've made it as simple as we can. There's the only reason people wouldn't use it is because of the market, and there's nothing. That's something we can't control, and we obviously assume the market's going to go up by Christmas at least. We should see some movement. I hope, especially with the progress of development in this technology in this sector. I'm seeing more and more development for Bitcoin every single day. It's becoming more popular. It's bound to happen. So we're glad we got into it now. I'm glad I met with DBS and we pursued this project.
And where do you go from here, I guess, is the last question to ask. You got anything else planned in the future? I know you've got, you're planning perhaps WordPress support and things like that.
Oh yeah, one other thing I'd like to demonstrate quickly is some of our security measures you might find interesting. We have 2FA and email.
Yeah, that was a good thing that I did mean to bring up, actually. Obviously, security is a big thing when it comes to crypto, given different events that have happened to various services of all sizes lately. So,
considering
is my screen at the moment?
yeah, I see it.
All right. So this is just with regular email one-time passwords is what we've implemented. These are a second way of verifying whether a withdrawal was made by you. So we have 2FA. We can actually set in our settings here, two-factor.
Say. And the email confirmation.
I got an email. Hold on a second.
And that's a by email, yeah, the two-factor authentication.
Yes,
Well,
it comes to your email. I just gotta open my email here so you can see it.
By default, we always send an email to confirm any withdrawals, and when you change your authentication preference, so if you want to use an authenticator app like Google Authenticator, then we'll send you an email and you'll have to confirm that you're actually that you want to switch to this authentication method. So that's what Grant is doing right now.
So what you do is, I'm not demonstrating, well, I mean, I could show you on my webcam. doesn't really matter. You scan the QR code just to verify that the key works. Might not be bright enough in my room. These things aren't very fun to do.
I'm always convinced that the time when I most need to authenticate something, my phone battery's going to die or it's going to stop working or something.
No, I can't get the damn code. Anyways, excuse me. So I would type the code in here, whatever it was, and I'd hit submit code, and that would work.
Just as you would with, I'm sure.
I did it now. It's valid.
I'm sure most people within the crypto community are familiar with that kind of stuff, and I'm sure if you ever enabled two-factor authentication on Cryptsy or MintPower or any other exchange, most of them have either Authy or Google Authenticator or something like that, so it would be the same kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And then when you do a withdrawal after enabling this kind of authentication method, you would have to enter the PIN code given from the authenticator app. I don't know if you can see it, but probably not.
Yeah, I can now, just about.
Yeah, so you would type one of these keys.
Here, do that again. Show that again. Yeah. So, one of them.
Yeah, it would probably not work for you.
No, it's a new key anyways. It just generated a new one.
Yeah.
So,
just to get what we really want is for people to set up auto payments, so whenever you reach a certain balance, you will automatically get paid to that address. So we don't like to store your money because it's your money and you should store it.
Yeah,
But
sure. That's kind of the whole thing about crypto is being able to be in control of your own money, you know. So being able to have it automatically paid out like that is a pretty cool thing to have. And there's a lot of other services where they, like you say, they hold on to the money the whole time, and then you withdraw it manually at a later date, or very often it gets changed into other currencies and stuff like that. Which is one more thing I wanted to mention. It's obviously a big thing for two guys to consider, but do you have any plans to tackle the kind of fiat conversion side of things or anything like that? Or do you, I mean, I believe that obviously it's most important that we keep people in the cryptocurrency ecosystem and they don't convert to fiat where possible. Obviously, everybody has to. I have to. I did it today myself. Sometimes you need money and you have to convert some into fiat because not everywhere's accepting Potcoin or Bitcoin or whatever just yet. So do you have any plans on that in the future, or are you thinking about that at all, or is it kind of a massive thing to, it's obviously not easy to set up, you know, like there's so many regulations and banking stuff that has to go on. Is that something you've thought about at all?
Well, we have discussed it, of course, but seeing as it is right now, I don't think we'll implement that in the near future. It's not on our list at the moment.
Awesome. I thought that would be the answer. That kind of makes sense.
The reserves necessary for that are quite large, and we're not of that caliber at the moment.
Yeah. I assumed that would be the answer, but it's kind of my job to ask, I guess. So with that, is there anything else you guys wanted to mention about Checkout Crypto before we wrap this thing up?
Yeah, well, check us out.
Went into everything, I think. DBS, do you have anything?
No, just try it. I'm sure you like it, and if you run into any troubles, we're here. So.
Awesome, man. And so where can people find you exactly? I know you're on Twitter, you're on your website and everything else. Can you give those details for people in case they want to find out where you are?
We have our website, CheckoutCrypto.com, and you can also find us on Twitter at CheckoutCrypto, and if you want to email us, you can reach us at info@checkoutcrypto.com. I think that would be the best ways to get in touch.
You can also reach us on Reddit at our CheckoutCrypto Reddit account. We regularly check it.
Yeah.
Awesome, and I've seen you posting around from that account as well. Always nice to see an active involvement in the community, as you guys have been from pretty much the very start, right? You've always been around, so it's great to see you getting involved, and I hope it turns out to be super successful for you guys, and then one day you can sit here and say, we are the Potcoin payment system that everybody wants to use. And hopefully that's the case already. As I've said to you guys before, you're such a big part of the community yourselves from the beginning that if I was to ever sell anything for Potcoin, there's no way I would go anywhere else apart from straight to you guys. So
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
How could I, man? Like, you know, you guys have been there. You guys have supported me just as much as I will try and support you in the future, just as the whole community has. So yeah, I hope everything goes well for you. I hope you don't have to spend your time coding for the rest of your lives and never sleeping again. Hopefully that comes to an end as you get things sorted out. And
Yeah, it's been a long time.
yeah. So yeah, I think that's about it. I hope we covered everything. I don't see any questions coming in from the chat room. Was there any questions on Reddit or anything that anybody saw? I don't think so, right? Didn't see anything coming in.
No, don't think so.
I think the chat room's still updating at least. I haven't seen anybody mention anything for a little while. So yeah, thanks everybody who tuned in. There's a few people watching live. Obviously, this will go up onto the YouTube channel either later tonight or tomorrow. So if you missed the beginning or anything like that, or if you want to check it out, then you'll be able to find it there, and hopefully many more people will watch it on there and what have watched it live as well. So thanks for coming along. Thanks to both of you guys for coming and spending some time with me to do this, and I'd love to have you on again in the future if there's any more developments or anything like that you'd like to share, or even if you'd like to just come on for an episode and just, you know, just chat about Potcoin, just how Potcoin me did in the past, you know. I'm sure you guys have seen that episode. It'd be great to have both of you guys on, seeing as you're such a big part of the community. And I hope that you get like a signed Snoop Dogg thing or something, because you deserve it.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Glad to come back. Well, at least I would. I haven't spoke to DBS yet.
Yeah,
Looks like he's...
I'm game.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Yeah.
Awesome. So thanks a lot everybody for tuning in, and once more thanks to reddit.com/r/Potcoin, the subreddit community over there, for sponsoring everything that I'm doing here, and I hope that that relationship continues for a long time, because I ain't going anywhere. You're not going to get rid of me that easily. D-Meeting in the chat room says, does anyone know what happened to Cannabay? I know that earlier on somebody was asking questions on Reddit about the SSL certificate not being valid, so maybe they've done something to try and get that fixed. Maybe they took it down. Have any of you guys heard anything else?
No, I just noticed the question, someone was mentioning it.
Yeah, so that's the latest I've heard on that.
Either fixed it or they're gone. I don't know.
It looks like it's expired, so they probably just need to renew it. It's no big deal.
Yeah, I'm sure that will get sorted in the near future. I think whoever was behind it, I can't remember the name.
Wasn't it Sigma?
It was Sigma. Yeah. I see. I'm getting confused because he changed the name.
He's probably just busy.
Yeah, he's probably super busy. I get confused since he changed his name from Coins for Me. Still confuses me. I keep thinking they're two different people, but they're not. It was Sigma. So yeah, he's normally about. Give him a shout, I guess. I don't think he comes to Reddit very often, so maybe catch him in IRC or something like that. Catch me in IRC most of the time. These guys are normally in there too. So once again, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Love to have you all supporting me and supporting everything in Potcoin, and we will have another episode of something soon. I want to get Nick on again soon to kind of update us on stuff, and it sounds like from what Red Rhino said on Reddit today that there might be news about River Rock and that coming next week sometime. So if that happens, I'll do my best to stay on top of everything and bring you another episode. If there's anybody else out there working on anything Potcoin related and they'd like to come and join me for a little chat just as these guys did today, do let me know. Pretty friendly, right? I mean, it's not too scary to approach me. If there's anything, if you want to ask me a question about anything at all, just get in touch with me. I'm easy to find, easy to get hold of. Check out the website, highandpotcoin.info. Check us out on Twitter, @highandpotcoin. And don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do all that good stuff so that you don't miss anything else in the future. We had somebody requesting a podcast earlier on in the week, so I'm thinking that not this episode because it was so video heavy with the screen shares and stuff, but maybe future episodes, if it's just discussion, maybe I'll release a MP3 version for people to get so they can listen to it while they're at work or they're out doing whatever they want to do. So that could be happening in the future. Any other suggestions or feedback, get in touch. Always happy to hear it, and I do my best to reply to every single message that I get where I can, so get in touch. And we'll see you all very soon. Take care, everybody. Thanks again, guys, and bye-bye for now. Take it easy.
See ya.
Peace. Make weed every day, I guess. Bye-bye, guys.